Welcome to another episode of Coin is Extra interview session. So today we are going to be talking about the opportunities in blockchain and crypto space. I know many people have been waiting for this kind of topic. Today we have somebody that is going to help us. He's an expert, he's an entrepreneur. He is so familiar with this particular topic, and he will be helping us to do justice to it. So we have John Lombela. John Lombela is a serial entrepreneur, is into fintech and blockchain, and he is also the founder of CryptoVex. John, you are welcome to Coin is Extra.
Thank you very much indeed for having me.
It's our pleasure. You're welcome. So, maybe to you had the what we are going to be talking about opportunities in crypto and blockchain space. You know, people are skeptical when it comes to this ecosystem, so they don't really understand it. So that's why we'll be talking about it, so that many people will understand that there are many opportunities in this space. So, but, can you just tell us about yourself before we go proper into the topic?
Well, look, my name is John Lombela, and sorry, I'm actually at my home, so I'm just going to take the liberty of walking a bit. It's very cold over here. But I am originally from the DRC, and I've been in South Africa for about 18 years now. And essentially, when I came here, my goal was to pretty much study in the field of information and communication technology, which I was able to achieve successfully. And 12 years ago, actually 13 years ago, I launched one of my first businesses in the field of IT. So the idea was to provide a software development environment, allowing us to develop application for our clients. Several years after that, I think 4 years later, I jumped in the bandwagon of corporate investment banking with a Standard Bank group of company. And I was in the CIB division and working with compliance, legal, fraud, and governance departments. But I came across the word blockchain, I think it was in 2013, and the word Bitcoin in 2012. But it was only until about 2015 or 2016 that I started diving deeper in understanding the real opportunities that this particular ecosystem offered. And when I looked really deeper, I realized that the opportunities were far greater than just the need of having to make money.
Okay, John. Okay, John.
So, yeah.
You having said about your background, you really experienced in this field. So, do you see blockchain and cryptocurrency, like you are saying that you dived into it? Do you see it as a game changer?
Well, absolutely. I think it is definitely a game changer. It is transforming how businesses our organizations are conducting businesses today. It is changing how we understand money. It is changing how we are transferring value, depending on what it is that we are currently doing. So definitely, it is a game changer. It is living above the internet. There's a very good reason why the blockchain is dubbed the internet of value. I personally look at it as a trust protocol for a new economy. So it is definitely a game changer in any business whatsoever.
Okay, as a game changer, it is. What are the opportunities in blockchain and cryptocurrencies for companies, businesses, and governments?
The opportunities are enormous. It really depends on the individual, the entrepreneur's business model, what he wants to do, depending on the field he found himself into, whether it's in medical, whether it's in finance or investment or wealth management, whether it's in logistics. So the opportunities are tremendous. It just depends on your business model. So if you understand the fundamental aspect of blockchain from a trust, transparency, traceability, immutability, even the use of smart contracts and things like token economy. So depending on where you are, you will be able to structure your business. You can even be an illegal firm and still help businesses, entrepreneurs to be legally compliant when it comes to making use of smart contract or blockchain transactions and so forth. So it really depends on the model.
Okay, it depends on the model. You are the founder of CryptoVex. So, what are the impacts you are making with your company in Africa?
Well, that's a very good question, and I think you're tapping into one of my core in terms of the things that I actually love doing. So, when I kicked off CryptoVex Capital, for me, it was more to be able to train, educate the people, whether it is individual or companies, but also to engage with institutional investors for them to be able to come and be exposed in this particular new and exciting world. But at the same time, it is to bring an impact by investing in entrepreneurs and startup businesses that are looking to raise money and so forth. So over the last 4 years, we have created a huge network around the world, and I've spoken to many countries, including Nigeria. I've been to Lagos, as I was telling you earlier. I love Lagos, except the traffic. But what we are doing right now is identifying. We're launching actually a CryptoVex Capital Ventures. Um, Hopefully, in the next towards the end of the year, we should be able to reach our target. And the idea is to bring a phenomenal impact into entrepreneurs, startup businesses in Africa as a whole.
Okay, interesting. That's very good. So opportunities, still on opportunities in blockchain and crypto. So you must have said about for companies. So individuals that are watching, career people, entrepreneurs, what are the opportunities for
Right.
them there?
Well, look, if you are if you are in let's say in a professional and you're looking to understand or tap into the world of blockchain, I think there it will mainly be having to either be a consumer of certain products that are being offered, for example, investment products, or if you wanna tap into real estate investing and you find a company that is in the real estate investment space, but is applying a blockchain technology to deploy fractionalized investment, you can become an investor in that particular space. And all it does is allow, it lowers the barriers of entry, and you can become an investor. You can engage in real estate, in farming, or whatever it is, depending on the model being applied, by owning these digital tokens. And you are contributing to stimulating an economy just by purchasing these particular digital tokens, of and so forth, and supporting a business as it grows. So once again, it just depends on what you want to do, but the opportunities are enormous for professionals who are looking to dive into this particular space of Bitcoin and blockchain and cryptocurrencies as a whole.
Okay, thank you very much. You really done justice to that topic. So having said all these things, how do you see the future of blockchain and cryptocurrency?
Interesting. I do believe it is definitely here to stay, and because it is here to stay, so and by the way, the COVID situation is even transforming how we are consuming data, and how we are exchanging value and so forth. So people are going to be embracing these technologies more and more. Companies, tech-based companies, fintech-based companies are going to continue developing applications and solutions to help people to navigate the COVID or the pandemic situation. I know a friend of mine, and I'm actually interviewing him this afternoon, who has developed a digital wallet. And guess what? He has seen an increase of transaction activities during the pandemic, March, April, and even May. So this only shows you that, not only are these technologies are here to stay, but it is definitely going to transform the lives of people of the long run.
Thank you very much. It is going to transform the lives of the people. We are very, very glad to have you on today's interview session.
All right, sounds good. Thank you very much, man. Have a good one.
Okay, okay, thank